The empty cell in the grid is never empty. It's where the killer stands. Murdoku by Manuel Garand. Audiobook summary and review by StoryShots. You do not read this book. You interrogate it. Murdoku by Manuel Garand takes the cold logic of Sudoku and points it at a corpse, forcing you to place suspects on a grid until only one location is left unclaimed: the scene of the crime. Sudoku was never just about numbers. Most people think of Sudoku as a numbers game, a bland exercise in filling boxes so rows and columns do not repeat. That assumption does not hold up. The numbers were never the point. The real engine underneath Sudoku is positional logic, the rule that one thing can only occupy one place at a time. Swap digits for suspects, and suddenly a puzzle about arithmetic becomes a puzzle about alibis. In each grid, representing a bakery, a casino, or an opera house, every named character gets forced into exactly one row and one column, and the clues you are given, like a suspect standing next to a window or being the only one near a particular animal, do the work that numbers used to do. You already know how to solve this. You just never noticed you were solving a mystery. Sudoku's real trick was never math. It was elimination. And elimination is exactly how detectives think. The grid fights back. The book does not let you coast. It opens gently, with cases so simple that early solvers report finishing them in under a minute, feeling briefly invincible. Then, right around puzzle 30, the grids expand and the clues start layering on top of each other. You start needing the scratch paper printed in the back. You start second-guessing placements you were sure about 10 minutes earlier. Here is the catch nobody warns you about. The deeper you get, the more a single wrong assumption early in the grid can quietly poison everything that follows, and you will not know it until several steps later when nothing lines up. One misplaced suspect early on can sabotage an entire investigation before you even notice. That failure, and the forced backtrack it demands, is where the real lesson about patience begins. But patience alone will not tell you what actually happens the moment you catch your own mistake. The moment you catch yourself wrong. This is the payoff nobody markets on the cover. Around puzzle 45, set backstage at a theater, solvers describe staring at the same 4 clues for 10 minutes before realizing an assumption made 6 steps earlier was wrong, forcing a full erase and restart. That moment, not the easy wins, is what actually builds deductive skill. The lesson here is not how to spot killers. It is learning to distrust your own first conclusion, the same instinct real investigators and, honestly, most careful thinkers have to train into themselves. The grid does not just reward being right. It rewards noticing, calmly, that you were wrong. If you know a puzzle lover who has burned through every Sudoku book on the shelf, this is the one that will actually surprise them. Final summary. This summary of Murdoku traced how Sudoku's hidden logic becomes a murder investigation, how the grid quietly punishes bad assumptions, and how the real skill Manuel Garand builds is the humility to catch yourself wrong. What we have not touched yet is the full 80-case structure, the specific rules that govern trickier scenes like the chess tournament and the demolition site, and the step-by-step solution format printed at the back of the book that turns stuck moments into teaching moments. Puzzle enthusiasts, Sudoku veterans, and anyone who loved Cluedo as a kid but wanted sharper rules will want the deeper walkthrough. We are putting together the full summary of Murdoku right now, with an infographic and animated video. Follow the book in the StoryShots app to get it the moment it's ready.